To another exclusive edition of More to Live For. Sorry for the wait. Sorry for the delay with the content. You know what I mean? I just been chasing the bag. But to all my loyal supporters, man, all my loyal subscribers that's been rocking with me since day one, this the interview right here that you want, man. This the one that you want to see. Not saying that any of my other ones were watered down, but this one right here, man, this the one that you want to see. So I got a special guest with me, man. Somebody that I actually know, you know what I mean, a real brother of the struggle with, somebody that I've been knowing for over 20 plus years. And ironically, me and him both just turned 40 this year. So like this project right here is real dope and it's real special to me. So I'm gonna let the homie introduce himself, man, and we're gonna get this great interview rolling, man. What's good with it, brother?
What's good with you, bro? Not much, chilling, living.
I heard that. Hey, look, for my people that might not know you, man, introduce yourself, man. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
My name BK, nothing special, just BK. I'm originally from Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, to be exact. Know what I mean, I moved down here about 20 years ago, something like that. 20 ain't too much really bring me down here to North Carolina. Know what I mean, I was kind of getting in trouble up there. Know what I mean, my grandma was trying to
Right.
you feel what I'm saying? She was trying to keep me out the wrong hands. And I came down here and it was even worse. So, know what I mean, I don't know. But now I mean, I got two kids out here in North
That's
Carolina. I got two kids. Got two kids out here. I've been out here for a while. Spent about
right, right.
15 years incarcerated out here though. You feel me? But you know, that's all the lesson learned. You feel what I'm saying? That's in the past. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm here today. So you know what I mean?
I
I'm
heard
living.
that. That's what it is, man. And before we get deep into your story, man, yo, like what you said, man, like that's like everybody around here, man. Everybody that grew up around here, man, at least got that one family that moved down here from New York. Like everybody around here at least know one person like that. But see, this the difference between them and y'all. Like I know the type of New York niggas y'all is. You feel what I'm saying? But it's a lot of them that come down here, country boys be done whoop their ass. That happens a lot, but
Yeah,
they won't
hey,
in Woodbridge. Not them, not them type, not them New York niggas, man. But
yeah. Nah,
yeah. But
I ain't gonna.
shout out
I
to
give. You know, one thing I do, I give it up for North Carolina. You feel me? You got some heavy hitters out here, and I ain't gonna front. You feel me? You know, New York, it's a lot of boxing. These boys hit a little bit harder down here. These boys country. These boys, you feel what I'm saying? These boys start lifting weights 15,
right,
13. And we ain't on that up there. We gonna, you know what I mean? I ain't saying niggas ain't getting money, but you know, they gonna walk you down. You feel me? So it's different. These boys, they ain't like you said, they're gonna beat you
right.
up. They gonna beat you. They gonna walk you down too. But you know what I mean? That's gonna be the next thing. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, it's a little bit, it's different. You feel what I'm saying? But like I
Shoot,
said,
homie, we having a little audio difficulties on your side, homie. If you could, man, make sure you got your phone on do not disturb or whatever, and just make sure everything lighting up on your end like it's supposed to be. But I
let me
can
see.
definitely hear you, but I want to make sure that people still be able to hear you too. And sometimes it don't always come through like that. But
Yeah, I gotta. Oh, yeah, cause I don't even really. I ain't even trying to be funny. Like, I can't even really work it like that. You heard? I really don't know what's going on with it. You feel me? Everything lighting up over here, but
right, you
I be
good now. I can see you. I can see you. I
yeah,
can hear
cause I
you
don't
now.
really be on the phone like that, bro. I just I make a phone
Yep.
call and whatever. I don't really know how to do all the slide the screen down and all the crazy stuff. I don't even be trying. You feel me? I don't even try. I be
Hey,
done
look,
hit
I
something
feel
and
you,
we be
man.
done
That's why
logged
we're
out.
going. Hey, look, that's why we're gonna walk this shit together. You feel me?
already.
But yeah, man. So let's get straight into it. Man. Like on my channel, whatever. Like I do a lot of interviews, man, with like people who been to prison, people who still in prison. I've been able to interview quite a few people that's still in prison, and like the reason why I wanted to do that, whatever, is like because like one of my close homeboys, he been down for almost 18 years or whatever. And then like I know a lot of people that's what I mean that's been behind that wall, but I'm just trying to shine light on the fact that what I mean how easy it is to go and how easy it is to be left in there. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
now that's
So
dope though. That's dope
that's
though, bro.
why,
For real. Because it's a lot of guys in there. It's a lot of guys in there. You know what I mean? Like that's what they. Somebody need to hear their story. You got a lot of people. I ain't gonna say everybody innocent. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people that's been wrong. You feel what I'm
right?
saying? You got a lot of people in there for doing crazy
Hmm.
time for ridiculous things. You feel what I'm saying? It's a whole lot more going on in the world. You feel what I'm saying? You spending taxpayer
For
dollars
sure.
on a homeless man for stealing a turkey. You give him 8 years for stealing a turkey. He trying to feed himself, and taxpayers spend more money feeding him than, know what I mean, that turkey. So you know, because I ran across guys like that, people with 8 years, 9 years. I'm like, yo, what you do? I stole a turkey at a Walmart. You feel me? So I'm like, damn, you feel me? So, know what I mean? Yeah, that's dope though, bro. Know what I mean? It's like I
Yeah.
said, you got, and it's a lot of talented people in there. I'm talking about it's a lot of talented people in there. Some of the smartest people you could ever meet in the world. You got to understand, you got guys in there that ain't got nothing
Yeah.
but to rehabilitate, read. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many books I might have read, but I can say I was on lockup one time. I probably stayed on lockup about a year and a half, 2 years. I probably read like 300 books. You feel me? It got to the point where I'm writing to the library. They like, yo, you read everything. You feel me? So, I mean, so it be stuff out here like I be just dealing with regular day stuff, people that the average person don't know. And I'm like, wow, why? How you know that? You feel me? Just be reading. You gotta get out your comfort zone though, because what we do is we used to reading what we used to, or what we find to, or what we can relate to. That ain't how you learn though. That ain't how you learn. You already know that. So go do something else. You don't know about this over here. Go try something different. That's what I was doing. You feel me? So if I ain't get a feel for it, or if I ain't like it, I might put it down. Pick something else up. Try to go back to it. Know what I mean? If not, I don't put too much focus on it.
I heard that. Hey, look, but before we get too deep in what I mean, to the prison talk or whatever, man. Like, if you could, man, you ain't got to really, what I mean, go into, what I mean, too many details. The ones who know, what I mean. But like, what led you, what I mean, to this bid? Like, I understand that what I mean, you did a bid before, but
Yeah,
this
man.
last bid was like a real number,
Yeah, man. This last one was really. Yeah, they tricked me. They tricked me up though. Now I tricked myself up. You feel me? I tricked myself up, and they undermined me at the same time. You feel me? They did what they did at the same time. But I had just came home from a bid. I just came home from doing 3 years, so I hadn't been out probably like 60 something, 70 something days.
right?
And you know what I'm saying? I'm stepping in a restaurant, dude coming out the restaurant, but he's still talking to somebody at the same time. We kind of bump shoulders. And, I'm feeling myself at this. I ain't gonna front. I'm feeling myself. He feeling himself too. You feel me? So, but I push
Right.
off because I ain't really. You know what I mean? To me, I ain't even stressing the situation. But to him, it's an insult. You feel me? He like, oh nah, I gotta straighten this. So now I mean, when I'm telling what I'm telling, I'm like, yeah, bro, whatever, whatever. Keep it hot. He come up to me, grab me, he like, yo, where I'm from, you say excuse me. Long story short, words got exchanged. Now I mean, I took off on him. You feel me? I took off on him. Cause he kept pressing me. Now I mean, I walked off one time. He walked up again. I walked off. He grabbed me. I was like, yeah, he playing. I took off on him. So as soon as I took off on him, I see him. He trying to reach for the gun in his pants. The security right there at the same time. You feel me? So
Right.
me just being me, in my head, I'm thinking, I'm like, wow. When I see him reaching for the pole, I'm like, oh yeah, it's over. He finna do me. Cause in my head, you know what I mean? If it
Right.
was me at that time, you feel me? If it was me, I would have done him. You feel me? So in my head, I'm thinking he gonna do me. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
he gonna do me. You feel me? It's over. I done hit him, whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? So now he trying to get me to come out the restaurant. He's screaming, come outside, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you. So, security, this the only time I got to try to figure something out. You feel what I'm saying? So I kind of go to the back, I go to the bathroom. I lock the door. I ain't even gonna front. I lock the door because I'm like, yo, he might run in here and walk me down. You feel me? I don't know. I done took off in front of
Right.
everybody. You feel me? So he might walk me down. His pride might be hurt. I don't know how far he'll take it. I don't underestimate nobody. You feel me? So I lock the door just in case. And I'm standing
Right.
on the side of the door just in case he start blowing through it. So I wait about 2, 3 minutes, nothing happened. Somebody knock on the door. Do do do. I'm like, yo, what up? Like, yo, bro, you alright? I'm like, nah, tighten up. That nigga scrap. That nigga trying to kill me, boy. I'm like, yo, I'm like, matter of fact, I'm really trying to figure out who outside the door. So I'm like, they like, yo, you good? I'm like, hell no, that nigga scrap. So I come up out the restaurant. So at the time now I'm feeling I'm kind of my pride in the way now. Now my pride gets to me because I'm like, now this nigga got me scared of here for real. Like like for real, like I know how I could go. See, I ain't one of them type of niggas that think just because I do this, that, and third, blah, blah, blah. Well, man, I already know. Know what I mean? When it's on the other side of that thing, you feel
Right.
me? It go either way. It's me to you. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nobody Superman, nobody He-Man. So I come out, police, they like, yo, don't go out there. He got a gun. I'm like, well, he got a gun. He gonna do it. He gonna do it. I walk out anyway. So as I'm walking out, I see people, they screaming. They like, yo, go back, go back, go back. I'm like, man, go back. I ain't even gonna front. When I step out, I hear that shit like crickets. I don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing. Like I'm talking about, I don't hear nothing. So I step out. I still see people. I just see people like, go back. They screaming, go back, go back. I'm like, shit. I'm looking. Dude, pull up. He up out the window. You feel me? So he up out the window. I mean, but I don't know what happened after that. Shit just start hitting. Shit just start flying. You feel me? So they gave me
Right.
8 years. They gave me 8 to 10 years for shooting in the occupied dwelling. You know what I mean? Me and my Cody. But now I mean I ain't here. I'm on camera,
So
no
let
fire, no
me ask you
nothing. I
this.
ain't.
So do you think that you know what I mean, you got the time that you got because like there was some type of enhancement or whatever, or what, you
Oh
know what I
no,
mean, the
man!
fact that you already had a record.
I got the time that I got because I done beat him so much, man. Listen, I got a lot of I had a lot of charges in this county, a lot of charges, serious charges,
Right.
and I beat a lot of charges. And for real, and not to say I even beat it. You feel what I'm saying? Because beat is when you want to fight. You feel what I'm saying? Well, yeah, I beat it because really, the police they doing all type of illegal. They got all type of corrupt cases. A lot of the cases, my drug cases that I got, the officers that was on them drug cases, they was corrupt. You feel me? They then got fired and all types of stuff now. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So they really you made me who you want. You painted a picture on paper who you wanted to be, but you know what I'm saying? I had already had spoke to a few lawyers when that charge was coming through when I was fighting that charge. And you know what I'm saying? I done had a lot of charges before, and as soon as I caught the charge, 30 days later, I was already indicted into Superior Court. You feel me? So they already knew what they was gonna do. You feel me? Most people
Right.
get locked up. You don't get indicted for a year and a half. You know what I mean? Sometimes it might be 2 years, maybe more. They indicted me in 30 days. You feel me?
Right.
Bond $1 million. You feel me? They dropped my bond one
Mm.
time. They dropped my bond one time because I was trying to make bond. So the whole time, and that's what they knew. They knew I was trying to make that bond, and they and they
Right.
did everything. That's why they went. Cause see, once it gets to Superior, it's hard. It's real hard to drop it. It's real hard to get it dropped. So once they seen that I was already in the process of trying to get the bond reduced, they went ahead and indicted it in Superior Court. You know what I mean? So a lawyer come tell me one day, my lawyer out there, my lawyer come tell me one day, he like, yo, it's messed up what they trying to do to you. And I'm like, yo, you know me? He like, yeah, I know you. I know exactly who you is. He like, man, I'm just telling you, man, they're gonna railroad you. He said, man, I'm telling you. He said, man, take the plea, man, they're gonna railroad you. But in my head, I'm like, nah, I ain't taking no plea. You feel me? I'm like, nah, I ain't taking nothing. Y'all don't got nothing. Y'all ain't got nothing. You feel me? But long story short, and like I said, they railroaded me. Like my lawyer that I went to trial, that I was supposed to go to trial with, he was a ex DA. He was a DA. He used to be a district attorney, and got busted back to a regular lawyer, a public defender, and then after my case got back to head DA. But the thing about this was, he was a conflict of interest on my case anyway because he was a district. He had convicted me. He had been a DA. I had beat him at trial before on other charges.
Okay.
So when they gave him to me as my lawyer, I'm like, yo, when I get in trial, I say, yo, I don't want you as my lawyer. He like, why not? I said, yo, you was a district attorney on all these other cases on my case. I said, I just seen it last night when I was going over my thing. I said, I don't want you as my lawyer. Tell the judge I want another lawyer. He said, well, let me go out there and talk to the judge. So he go out there, he come back, he say, well, the judge says it's too late. You got to continue with me. So I say, well, now I can't go to trial. It's a conflict of interest. You feel me? I don't feel like I'm facing life without parole. So I can't go to trial with a lawyer that I done beat. You feel what I'm saying? I done beat you
Yeah,
before. You feel me? So how
that's
can I?
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? I done beat you before. Okay, so after I get convicted, so now I got to take a plea. I'm forced to take a plea because I feel like it's in my best interest. If I don't, I get life. If I lose, which I know I'm gonna lose, they're gonna make sure I lose. But
Right.
all right, so after I take the plea, they make me take an open plea. They give me 10 years. So now we on the elevator going back. My lawyer tell me, he said, file an MAR when you get back, when you get to prison. He said, I'm gonna put some things in your paperwork to help you get back. I tell my co-defendant, I said, bro, file an MAR, bro. My lawyer said he gonna do this, that, and the third. My co-defendant file an MAR. I don't file mine. I do file it, but then they say I file it, and they say we don't find no errors. Da 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 da. Couple years go by, I'm in the chow hall, and I see my co-defendant brother come through, which is my co-defendant brother come through the chow hall. I'm in prison. I'm on the yard. It's about 5 years later. Now it's about 3 years later, about 3, 4 years into the bid. I see my co-defendant brother, and he tell me, he like, boy, you ain't heard about it? He's like, yo, bro got his time back. He finna go home. So, I get on my jump. So when I get the lawyer, I get to going back to court, all this stuff. Bro, he home. He been home like 2, 3 years now. He been home. He gave his time back. He went home 5 years early. So, cause bro, I think he did like 3 years. He did like 4 years. Bro did four. He did four. I did the whole thing though. But bro got blessed. That was a blessing. I was trying to get back with him, boy. I ain't gonna front. I was trying to shake back with him, man. But it was already rigged. You feel me? So when I get back, my lawyer tell me, he tell the judge, he like, yeah, he tell the judge, he said, yo, he never told me he wanted me off his case. He said he never told me to file an MAR. He said he never told me none of this. I'm like, wow, you feel me? But he the head DA now. So you know how that go, man. I ain't tripping.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't tripping. I ain't gonna front. Early on in the
Yeah.
bid, they used to worry me. You feel me? Like, man, I got all this time for da 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 da. But
Right.
everything happened for a reason. You feel me? Everything happened for a reason, bro. Trust me.
Facts,
Might have
man.
saved me from
Facts.
something else or something worse. Because I was out here like know what I mean? I was out here wilding I was wilding at the same time, you feel me? Doing a little bit too much. I need to be
Right.
slowed
Right.
down. That slowed me down, you feel me? I wasn't doing too much like on no terrorizing the neighborhood, but now I mean, because that had been past me. But you know how that go too. That's still when you in the streets, you feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I just needed that. You feel me? I needed to sit down. I needed to see what was real. I needed to realize the fate and you know what I'm saying? Because I had a lot of people around me that weren't around me for the good reasons. You feel me? They was around me for what I could do for them. You feel what I'm saying? They weren't around me because the love was genuine. They weren't around me because you they considered me a brother or none of that. You feel what I'm saying? They was around because the money was good. They was around because they knew how, you know what I'm saying? You know how they go.
Yeah, yeah. They want it. They enjoying the ride. They enjoying the
Yeah, they
ride.
just, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
I
saying?
know
And then,
exactly.
at the same time, not everybody, because I ain't gonna front. I got my, the people I was with, everybody played their part at the same time. But you had the ones back there that were just holding on. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Just hey, man. I'm here for the shits and giggles. Yeah, I know all
Yeah,
about
that's a
that.
fact. Cause
So
I
let me ask
still
you
got a
this.
stoop. Okay.
No, I ain't mean to cut you off. I ain't mean to cut you off. But I was gonna ask, man, like, so this time around, man, like, you know what I mean, before the bids that you were catching, you know what I mean, like late teenage years, early 20s, but like you know what I mean, you deep into adulthood this time and you got a real number. So like, how was your introduction to prison this time around?
I ain't gonna front, man. This time around was hard, man. Boy, it was hard because I ain't, before, I was doing little years and a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years. But that wasn't enough time for me to run out of money. You feel what I'm saying? I had my own bread. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't really need nobody for nothing. I was making it happen. So as long as I was able to maintain myself in a fashionable way, I was all right. That was all right. You know what I'm saying? Prison or nothing. You feel what I'm saying? But once you had this really, you know what I mean? When it get to the point where you feel what I'm saying? You got to go to the chow hall. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah,
it start hitting different then. When you got to go start getting care packages and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Indigent package for deodorant and soap and toothpaste because you can't afford none. Yeah, that start hitting different. When you start robbing and you know what I mean? When you start robbing and beating people up for soups and cookies and cakes or whatever the case may be, anything. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that hit different, man. Watching people getting visitations. I didn't see my kids the whole time I was locked up. Name one of them. Name one of them. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't see him not
damn.
one time, bro. Not one time. No visitation, no nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that hit different. Yeah, that definitely hit different. My daughter. My daughter. She was right, and I speak to my daughter on the phone or whatever the case may be. But my son, that was my baby boy. You feel me? That was my man. That was my little man. So when I left. You feel me? That was the only thing I was really fighting for. You feel me? For real, for real. I was like, man, I can't let him get lost out here. You feel me? I can't let him, not him. You feel me? I
Right,
already knew my baby girl was alright. You feel me? I couldn't let my son
right.
though.
Facts.
You feel me? I couldn't let my son get lost out here, and that was the only thing fighting. That was the only thing I was fighting for. You feel me? So you know what I mean? When I lost all communication with him, I mean, it did. Yeah, that really made me a different man, man. You feel me? That really made me. It hurt. It hurt. It hurt. It hurt not to see my son, not to talk to him. I ain't gonna front, but you know what I mean. It taught me a lesson. It made me sit down. It made me sit down. You know what I'm saying? If you want what you love, man, stay the hell out the way. I had a CO ask me that one time.
Right.
CO asked me that one
That's
time. She
real
asked me.
right there, man. That's real,
She
definitely,
said, man.
man.
She said, I want to ask you a question, man.
So like with now, I ain't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, CO asked me a question one time. She said, I want to ask you a question. She said, because a lot of people in here like you, man. She said, I see you when you walk up the hallways and I see how people interact with you. She said, a lot of people like you. You don't have your head up in yet. You don't have your head in the air and you be real nice to everybody. She said, I just want to know how you become so humble? What made you so humble? And I said, man, I'm going to tell you what made me so humble, man. Them people took everything I love. Took everything I love. Everything. Everything I love away from me. Everything, every single thing. That's the most humbling thing I ever had in my life. Especially when you out here, you know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
that's
I
real.
want out here, I ain't gonna say like I was living the best life, but I wasn't out here hurting for nothing. I wasn't out here struggling at all. I was all right. You feel what I'm saying? Bills, that was just I never worried about that. You feel what I'm saying? That was never, you feel what I'm saying? Not the lifestyle I was living. But that might have, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Everything happened for a reason. You feel what I'm saying? When you out here and you enjoying life and you ain't having no worries and you ain't stressed out, yeah, that's different. But when you out here stressed out and you got to worry about Peter and Paul and you trying to pay the bills and you trying to do, yeah, that's a little bit. Your life is a little bit was a little bit different from mine because I won't. I won't living like that. I won't worry about no bills. I won't worry about Peter and Paul. I won't worry about nobody. You feel what I'm saying? I was worried about what was in front of me. You feel me? My team, my people. That was it. You feel me? So then when I go do all that time, and them same people that you worry about, they ain't the win. You feel me? They ain't there no more. So all that you put your focus into was for what?
That's how it goes.
So the moral of the story is focus on you, man. That's what I'm gonna tell anybody. That's what I'm gonna tell anybody. I got the focus. So I got my I got my girl now with. I've been with for over a year. Been home, been, what I'm saying? My son, my daughter, they still out here. We communicate when we can. I
Right,
work a
right,
lot. My kids, they work. My daughter, she work a lot too as well. My son, he play that game so much. So,
right.
you know, I'm working that game. I get in what I fit in, and I stick and move. You feel what I'm saying? But as far as like, I just make
I
sure I'm
heard
all
that,
right. I
man.
make
But
sure
like
my
you said,
mental all right.
you back out here with him, man.
That's a fact.
You back out here with him, and that's the main thing, man. That's the main thing. Before I let you get up out of here, man, because this definitely, you know what I mean, like I'm at the same time I'm leaving room for part two. You feel what I'm saying? But this definitely
Okay,
been
okay.
a dope experience so far, whatever. But like um the little bit of knowledge that I got about the North Carolina Department of Corrections, whatever, is you know what I mean, like so with the process, and I understand that they're gonna send you to one prison for the process, and then you're gonna go to another prison for to do your actual time, and then you might, you can get in trouble or anything and end up to another one after that. So if you
Yeah, it
could
also
briefly,
depend on
man, like
it also depend on how much time you got. So if you got anything over 120 months, you got 120 months or better, you going to close custody. Period. Off the rip, you
right,
going to close custody. And 9 times out of 10, you go to close custody, you're gonna be stuck because you're gonna be
mm,
stuck over there in close custody, man. Because it's hard to make it out of close custody unless you get to a sweet close custody camp. Because where close custody, like where I know is close custody at. Now I mean, unless you're a sheep, you feel what I'm saying? Unless you're a sheep, that's the only way you're gonna make it out.
right,
All the wolves back there, and you got to be a wolf to survive. So that's all I'm gonna say. You feel me? Ain't no sheets back there.
facts,
Ain't no sheets back there.
facts,
Yeah, you
man.
gotta be a
So
wolf.
if you could, man, what closed custody prisons did were you doing your time at? Like how
I've
many
been a
different ones did you hit on this?
I've been the only one I did. I've been to everywhere. I've been to all the close custody. I went to Table City. I went to Lanesboro. I went to Bertie, Marion. Where's Maury? Where else I been at? Scotland. Um, yeah, I've been to about everywhere, man. I done been about every last close custody, man. Every Mitch, I done been all of them, man. Every last one of them. Just about. Only one I didn't hit was Pasitane. I didn't make it across Pasitane. I wanted to get there though, man. I heard Pasitane was real sweet. I ain't get there though. There's some gladiators over there too, though. You'll get gunned down over there, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I want to get there. I want to get there.
Yeah,
I definitely want to
I
get
heard
there.
about that too. I heard my homeboy say something about down there. What's that? Hyde County.
Yeah, I
Down there in
think
Pasquotank or whatever.
I don't know where. I don't think it was high. I don't think it's high. I think that's like uh I want to say it's close to like Elizabeth City where like Passatank. That's Passatank County, ain't
Okay,
it?
okay.
Is it? I ain't
Yeah,
for
I think
sure.
so.
I
I
don't
think
know.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think something like that, man. I ain't for
But
sure though.
my homeboy that's you know what I mean, that I be doing a lot of these videos about, he had got sitting there doing COVID, doing the whole movement or whatever, but he didn't stay there long or whatever. You remember I was
Oh
telling you he
yeah.
ended up at Morrisville or whatever, and then end up right back at Marion, whatever. Um so yeah, so he was saying like the similar things that you saying, like
Oh, he got over there. He
that's
went
what
over
he
there
heard
right there when that
about
wall
what was
jumped
going
off.
on down there too.
Yeah, he got there when that wall jumped off.
Yeah,
Yep, I know exactly when he got
yeah,
there. I know when he got there. Yeah, it was dangerous right then. Around that area,
definitely.
it was real dangerous. It's a fact. That's probably the dangerous been in a
So
while.
look,
I don't
man,
know.
I definitely appreciate you doing this, man. Like this is
Yeah, man.
something that's been
Anytime, bro. Anytime, man. Anytime.
connecting, but
Especially you can help somebody else, man. Save somebody else from going down that same path, man. We got to try to save these young brothers, man, because they think it's cool walking somebody down. It ain't cool, man. Trust me. It ain't cool.
right.
Don't walk them
So
down.
look,
Don't walk
so
them.
I feel like on this one, man, like what I really wanted to do, man, is like give the people you know what I mean, an introduction to you or whatever. The ones that don't know you, you know what I mean? Like you well known, whatever, but like I got subscribers all across the world, a lot in California or whatever. So and they gonna love that hat, the ones that I rock with in LA. But
Okay.
so part two, what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to, talk about the actual, things that you went through, you know what I mean, in your
Okay.
bid and different type of prisons that you you know what I mean, that
Yeah,
they
that's
sent you
that's
to or whatever.
that's well, that's a whole another ball game right there.
That's, that's why I know that you know what I mean, that's
Yeah,
too much
that's
to put in the book, man. So that's why I said we're gonna leave room on the table, man, for to keep
yeah,
these
it's a whole
installments
lot
going.
of yeah, it's a
That's
whole lot of action right there, man. It's a lot of action, man.
yeah. Yeah, it definitely is, man. And it's like I said, man, it just goes to show you, man, like when you behind that wall, man, like your name is all that you got. And like the fact that my homeboy heard of your name and you heard of his name, and like y'all definitely similar lifestyle on the street and behind that wall. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But that just goes to show you, man, the real gonna always recognize the real no matter where
Oh
they
yeah,
at.
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a
So
fact. That's a fact, bro.
for sure, man. But yo, I'm gonna get ready to wrap this thing up, man. Anybody you want to shout
Yeah,
out before
man.
we get up out?
Yeah, man. You already know, man. Free my brother Scrap, man. Scrap, man. We love you, boy. We waiting on you, bro. You already
Oh
know,
yeah,
man. That's about it, man.
yeah. He gonna be home real soon, man. And I'm gonna have him out here too, man. Free the homie, Rashad White, man. Definitely free the homie Rashad White, man. And like anytime I'm on this platform and I do any project with anybody from the hometown, from the home team, man, I gotta shout out all the fallen soldiers, man. So RIP to the homie Big Trife, RIP to the homegirl DJing, RIP to the
Fact.
homegirl Chantel, and RIP to the little homie Lamar, man. We
Yeah,
lost
yeah,
some real
murder, man. Yeah, it's a fact. RP to all them fallen soldiers at Bethel, man, out of Bucktown and the rest. For real.
oh yeah, definitely, man. But yo, I appreciate you for doing this, man. And part two on the way, man. And we about to wrap this thing up, man. It's been
Already, bro. I
another.
appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure. This been another edition of More to Live For. I'm the voice of the North, man. Why settle for less? My last name Moore. We out of here.
All right.